What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Eat better. Um, yeah, that's the title of this. Eat better. I was watching Tijuana Jackson, comedian or whatever, and he said, "Abs are made in the kitchen. Quit bitching." And yeah, I like that. Um, the problem is I see a lot of people eat terribly, and I talked about this before, but I'm gonna talk about it some more. You go to the grocery store, and people have organic food, and organic food sometimes costs more than um, regular food. Now, I want y'all to understand something about some things organic. The only thing organic sometimes about organic food is the price. So be aware of that. I'm a big person who I gave up red meat, um, really gave up pork. I don't really eat meat like that. Like even chicken. Like I'm more of a seafood person and fruits and stuff like that. Fruits, vegetables, stuff like that. But the irony of that is, even with that stuff, people should take into consideration we got a lot of grocery stores, we got a lot of food in America, we got a lot of overweight people in America. But don't think everything you eat is real. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You as much food as we producing as a country, as much people food as people consuming in this country, you actually think that is that many regular cows? I mean, they wouldn't have to clone cows if there was enough cows. They wouldn't have to clone chickens and sheep and shit like that. They wouldn't have to beef these things up on steroids and make them grow faster if our society, if our society was actually keeping up with our food demands. So some of this shit isn't real. I say that to say this. I was at the grocery store. I was buying some salmon, and they had the farm raised and the Alaskan sockeye. And I was like, I've always noticed when you buy seafood, they have wild caught farm raised. Every time I see that when it's farm raised, it says responsibly. That's a red flag to me. Because if you gotta let somebody know you're responsibly doing something, you fucking something up. The thing about that is, I said, well, what's the difference? Because you can see the difference. Like wild sockeye is red, farm salmon is like pinkish. You know what I'm saying? It's not that red. And he was like, well, farm raised. And I always thought to myself, okay, that's water, Wild ones, they out in the ocean, running through rivers. They're wild. They're wild. It's just like hogs and pigs. Like, there's a reason why people don't like eating pigs, but they eat hogs. Two completely different kind of lifestyles. I understand that. But then the guy said, the wild is natural, is God given, is made that way. This farm stuff is kind of pushed and edged along to the point where you can eat salmon or fish that's wild 7 days a week. You can't eat this other stuff, but maybe 3 days a week because with the shit they put in it could give you cancer. It's like whoa, and then I started thinking about other things like I'm seeing what certain foods people eat, and I'm seeing how their bodies deteriorate. I'm thinking to myself, damn, the shit that we eating sometimes is meant to kill us, and we're hooked. And that's sad because I hear people talk all the time. Eating healthy is expensive. What the fuck are you buying at the grocery store that's cheap? Because you think eating healthy is expensive. I can get a head of lettuce for $1. I can get a big old thing of tomatoes. I can get potatoes for $2 and something. Like I, I never think the food is expensive, but I always think is the people are too lazy to cook for themselves. That's just my opinion. That's just what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm saying this because if you don't eat better, you will see it. You can see it in everything. You can see it in your skin. You can see it in your eyes. You can see it in your nails. You can see it in your hair. You can see it in your teeth. You can see it in your body. it's you can see it when you're not taking care of yourself. You can see how people just their bodies just crumble. Like for people that smoke and drink too much, they get old. And when they get old, they get old. And when they do it, it just hit them all at once. It's like that last cigarette or cigar hit them. Wow. Like, God damn, who is that? You don't remember me? I remember a person I knew with your name, but I don't know you. So I know I might be wrong for saying that, but people, if you want to be around for a while, because life may be short, just because everything's temporary, but you don't have to rush yourself to the grave. You know, if you really feel like you got good things to do and things to accomplish in life, it might be a good idea to eat better so you can take better care of yourself so you could prolong your time here to get done what you want to get done. And if you don't, man, okay, you don't. I'm not saying you gotta die eating salads and tomatoes and olive oil and apples and oranges because I mean the person you sit next to like man I was drinking, smoking, doing cocaine and heroin and meth and fucking whores and no rubber and catching STDs and taking penicillin and shit. You'd be like, God damn, you was doing all that and we died at the same rate? That's fucked up. I get that. But do something to take better care of yourselves, man. Eat better, live better. Because, frankly, you don't know how much your life is worth until you almost lose it. That's just the truth. Peace.